Hi, this time I wanted to give you an example on how to use roleplay to save the life of your player character. A few days ago, or maybe it was yesterday, well, a short while ago, I uploaded a video where I talked about, yes, it was a couple of days ago, about using roleplay in an aggressive way, in a way to actually forcefully affect the game environment. This video is going to contain spoilers of my Dark and Terrible campaign, specifically for part 3. But moving on, a lot of people didn't notice it because there weren't clear signs of it. But Josh, one of my players, his character Killian, was about to die in that first combat encounter. He was already wounded, and when he took that damage from the fire spell, he only had one life point remaining. So the situation was quite desperate. And what did he do? He played intelligently and aggressively. He pretended to give up before the dark elf that was approaching him. It is quite obvious because of their interaction, their previous interaction with the leader, Baldranar, that dark elves were always looking for some sort of profit, exploiting others and whatnot. So there was a chance that they just wanted to take something valuable and not bother with them at all. So many of you may remember that Josh hid his crossbow behind his ropes, and he was like, "Please, no, don't hurt me." He was pretending like he was defeated, and when he found the chance, the right time to do it, he shot a crossbow bolt into the dark elf's forehead, and that was it. That was the game changer for that particular encounter. I would say that Josh, because of he was pretty close to dying, he went full throttle. When it comes to role play, he was uh, putting all of his effort into it. Similarly to in the first part, when Esben Crispy was about to die against that slug deity, he also had one hit point, one life point left. So he gave it his all in fighting that creature, even though he was trying to distract that creature so Killian could complete a ritual. But in this case, you may also remember that Josh even called for his reroll. Whenever you see a character in my game, in that particular game, asking Odin for help, they are asking for a reroll. The only reroll they had in that session. So he summoned the power of Odin, and that's how he, through a sort of telekinetic attack or telekinesis, he pulled out the eye out of the dark elf, and the dark elf bled out and died from shock to the brain. So it was because Josh was fearing, he was afraid for his character's life. He was like, I don't want to die, and he was putting all of his hopes and dreams in that attack. And that's why you cannot have the same experience in a video game RPG, especially when it comes to Dungeons and Dragons computer games or in a board game. There is no way for you to roleplay those situations. You are bound by the rules programmed into the video game or established by the rules of the board game. Because if you were to take away those restrictions, they wouldn't be video games and they wouldn't be board games. You play video games and board games for that sort of limited experience to play within those limitations and find excitement about yes, I beat the game within the limitations, within the confines of the rules. But with board games, with role-playing games, they are not like board games, they are not like video games. You can attempt anything that you could attempt in real life, only bound by your own character's limitations. But when it comes to the context, there are no limits. So I think that was an excellent example of desperation acting as fuel to further roleplay the situation. That is it when it comes to this video. I would love to know your own thoughts and opinions on this. Have you experienced a similar situation, that is, as a game master or as a player? Have you witnessed or have you yourself carried out that sort of situation where you role play to the max in order to save the life of your player character? Or, like I said, as a dungeon master, game master, have you seen someone do it? Always role play the game master, the dungeon master, the referee. If that is a good game master, he is going to give you the chance to save yourself. As long as you role play, there is always a small chance to do it. And Josh gave a perfect example of that. As always, thank you for watching my videos. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know. Thank you for your likes and your comments. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. Once again, thank you, and see you later.